We are learning and evolving in our understanding of the human brain all the time. The neurodiversity movement is a conversation, in which we are updating and evolving our language, labels and identities in a dynamic interaction between human cognition and what is considered normal in the modern world. For example, it's only been normal to communicate through literacy for 100 to 150 years. Many people wonder what are the right words to use to describe neurominorities, neurodivergence, neurodiversity, and report feeling confused about how to think about it. It feels confusing because creating structure out of complexity is confusing, and for those of us with professional expertise and lived experience, we are also still finding our way. This is especially true when it comes to pathological demand avoidance, PDA, a condition widely associated with autism but one that is emerging as an identity in its own right. Even the name has come under scrutiny from many who experience it, since the word pathological implies a medical condition that requires treatment. Once again, we have used language to otherize a way of being, framing it around the inconvenience it may cause and implying a deficit, despite the fact that many PDAers lead full and happy lives. For this reason, some people prefer to simply say, demand avoidant. Perhaps a few years from now the language will have evolved on this particular subject and a new name will emerge. Either way, the UK's PDA Society report that 70% of PDA young people were missing education, which is an exceptionally high level, with ongoing potential implications into adulthood and careers. This week I wanted to provide some education and insight into PDA, so I had a talk with Kristy Forbes from InTune Pathways and the Neurodivergent Co. Forbes is an autistic support specialist for neurodivergent people. She is passionate about radical acceptance and the celebration of neurodiversity, and a PDAer herself. I started by asking her to help us define what pathological demand avoidance is. She said, it tends to be a powerful inherent protective factor for a person who requires extreme autonomy and is autodidactic by nature. Anything that compromises the autonomy of that person escalates their anxiety to an extreme state, causing them to appear to be grasping for phenomenal amounts of control over people, places and things. The truth is, we're complying with a neurobiological response to compensate for the perceived loss of control. We're not always consciously choosing or deciding this, but following a neurological command, which is what PDA is. For PDAers, that neurobiological response to our environment can often be disabling, preventing us from complying with the ideas, thoughts, wants and needs of others. It is often also disabling for us in terms of our own wants and needs.